What's up, Zookeepers? Welcome back to part 2 of our VR collection. I got my boy, my best friend Corey over here.
What's up?
I told y'all we was gonna get the HP Reverb G2 and the HTC Vive in. We would have did this video last week, but my other half, he had a little something going on, so we bringing y'all this early this week, but they did come in last week. Some new news in the VR world. I know you heard about the Oculus. Rumored that I know the Oculus Quest 2 is your baby, but they coming out with it's rumored that they're coming out with an Oculus Quest 3 at the end of this year, man. Did you hear anything about it?
I haven't kept up with it as much, but I tell you what, Apple and them gonna be fighting over some market share because that Apple VR, the mixed reality, is where a lot of people are focusing at. Should be any week, any month, any day, just Apple taking their time with it because they want to be perfect. So.
And you know, Apple has the best, in my opinion, the best tech out there. When they revolutionized the iPad and the iPhone, that just changed the game tremendously. And you know, they are trendsetters with the iPod, and then Android, the Samsung copied them. A lot of people don't want to believe that, but a lot of people don't know actually Apple sued Samsung and won for their technology, and it's speculated. It's articles on the internet. Y'all can go look it up, Zookeepers. That Samsung paid Apple in pennies. Did you hear that? Yeah, they dump loaded. They sent 4 dump trucks full of pennies on their first half. Now this is a rumor, but it's online though.
It's petty enough.
Yeah, they sent 4 dump trucks of pennies and dumped it on the front of Apple lawn for the first payment of the lawsuit. But that Apple is going to be amazing. I know you sent me a video about the invisible glove that you can put on for the hand tracking now. The new technology for the hand tracking.
They've already got haptic suits and stuff like that now, but it's always been so expensive to where like it's kind of like you got to be an elite to kind of have that kind of stuff. So
right,
like a haptic suit might start at like $500-600, and you play a VR chat and somebody like reaches out and touches you, you can feel that. So like the hands and all that, people have had them, but like you've had to like do your own for a while. So like with the hands and stuff, you had to like create it, and you gotta be a real tech kind of guy to make that stuff.
And then you see they changing from vibrations to electric shocks. They got like the video you sent me. It got like
yeah, in the chest where it actually shocks.
Yeah, it's actually shocking to the nerves. That's
yeah. I thought you were talking about the hand.
No. The actual, you know, like the whole suit, man. It just technology is going insane. Now, I know, like I told y'all, Zookeepers, he's super technical. He's super specs. Now, I know the G2 Reverb was your baby that you were looking for me to get. I'm gonna do an unboxing of this, and then I'm gonna let Corey take it from there. He gonna do the unboxing of the Reverb, and I'm gonna do the unboxing of the Quest. I know y'all done seen it 1,000 times, but it's brand new to me, Zookeepers, because I've been all about the PlayStation. I told you these videos coming from my other half of the Gorilla Squad, and so he brought me this cord. Tell them about this cord, because I didn't even know this cord existed.
That cord right there will allow a Quest 2 user to basically get fully into the PC space without having to worry about batteries. For the longest time, everybody I know with the Quest 2 that has played it will tell you that the battery it's okay, but it's not the best. So if you're playing on a computer, you still got to worry about the battery, but this will allow you to go a lot longer. If you fully charge it up first, you do the play and charge kit, you can play for hours and hours and hours, but it only goes down like 2% every hour or so. So essentially, you don't have to worry about running out of battery anymore. I could be wrong on the exact percentages, but it's very, very small. And those you can get for between 20 and 30 bucks. And basically, one side plugs into your charger, and one part goes into the computer, and then the other part goes into the headset. So basically, you only have one cable running to your headset. and you just have a long cord, just like you would with any other VR headset.
And it's about 16 foot.
Yep.
It's very long. Give you a lot of mobility on the play and charge head kit. Appreciate you, Corey,
No problem.
for that. So tell me, I know you still got the index. I know that's still top notch. We doing this all before the PSVR 2 come out, that's one I'm most excited about. But talk to me, man. Tell me what you're looking forward to. I know you said the Apple. It's a lot of stuff that's coming out.
The Apple is really cool. A lot of the stuff that's coming out with mixed reality is something I really want to get into because I've never had that. I know a buddy of mine, he's got the Nreal Airs, and he says that like it's amazing for like going on a road trip or something like that. You can watch content on there, although not driving.
Same for zookeepers.
Of course. So like you can watch it if your family's driving and you're sitting there chilling, and then you can kind of be conversating with them. If you're giving a presentation, you can have facts up on the screen. So like if me and you were doing this video right now, we could be scrolling through some facts about these devices here and still be paying attention, doing a normal thing. So you can have mixed focus basically. That's why I call it mixed reality.
And is that like the VR that shows the reality, but then you can change the real life images into like VR images? I seen one that I could be looking at you or the room, and then I could change you into like the cartoon or the VR version of yourself, but it's still
in there.
It's still in reality.
Basically, it's kind of like an overlay, because I haven't experienced it firsthand, but as far as what I've seen people tell me, it's hard to really see until you put them on your head. But it's like a overlay. It's kind of like a clear display in front of you.
Yeah.
And it's basically like you can see movies and screens and stuff like that. So it's more mixing content with reality.
Almost like an Iron Man helmet.
Kind of, yeah. So basically,
how he look at it, but he got Friday in his eyes, but he actually seeing.
Yeah, it's just like that basically. It's just a little bit like that and a little bit more to it, but it's pretty cool because like a lot of people can find uses for that in work, in play, in all kinds of different atmospheres. So as the price comes down on those, you're going to see a lot more people picking them up. 'Cause they're like $400 to $500 now, but when they get around like that $200 to $300 price range, that's going to just take over the market.
So what you know about the Lynxes?
Lynxes.
Yeah, it's one like that. It's it just got the square front, and it ain't got no sides to it, and it got some different kind of lenses to it that is supposed to be superb. I'm surprised you don't know. It's the Lynxes. It's AR, or I know it's Lynxes VR in the title, but it's got another name. LYNX Lynx.
Oh, let me see. I'm trying to find that up. I don't know that one right offhand. I really haven't kept up with a lot of the newer headsets and stuff. But I can tell you, any of the AR VR Lynx R1. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that was basically like. I don't know. I never really heard much off of that. It's kind of like still kind of not there yet. I don't think they.
No, it ain't fully ready to come on the market, but it's expensive. But it's still some of the new technologies with the lens because Meta, they just bought a lens company themselves to try to be in competitive with these other VRs that get these high tech lenses. Yeah. The lenses is where it's at now.
So the Lynx R1's like $850, and the Enterprise Edition is $1,300. So it looks like based on the screenshots and stuff they had, it looks like they're going more after business. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what they say. The higher scale the VR they say is more of business use and training use versus recreational use and gaming use. You would want to spend your money on those types if you were in that field. So now that I got the HTC and the HP Reverb, both of them need a computer. Now tell me about what I would need to do as far as hooking these up with what's going on with them. So basically, if you're playing VR, you just want to make sure that when you buy a VR kit that it comes with either your controllers and your headset, of course, and then the base stations, of course. You download Steam, you install it, plug your headset in, it should automatically recognize everything. Some of the Oculus stuff, you'll have to download the Oculus software. Other than that, it's not that hard. You just want to make sure you got a computer that can run it. Of course, yours can.
Because you built it.
You got an Intel i9 with a 6900 XT. You won't have an issue running that at all. But there's a lot of people out there that might have like a GTX 1080, or they might have like a older 2060 Super or something. It might be okay for VR at like lower refresh rates, but people start having issues when they want to run like the latest and greatest stuff at the latest and greatest resolutions, which it's not for everybody, you know, not everybody can afford that. But if you want to run it at like 1440p resolution at 144 hertz, it's no problem.
Maximum optimization.
Yeah, you would have no problem with that. It's not hard to hook it up. It's not hard to get started. Anybody can get one of these, and anybody get started if you got like an Intel i5 or i7 and at least maybe like a RTX 2070 Super or better graphics card, in my opinion. Would be my recommendations. Of course, you can do it with less, but my recommendations would be at least to that level.
And then what these zookeepers need to hear what's recommended, because if they out of in the market of getting one, because like I said, I was very naive in this field. I was so caught up on PlayStation VR because that was my comfort zone. I know video games. The VR can be used for gaming, and a lot of people do buy it for gaming. But it's so much more. You didn't open me up to. It's so much more in this world that these actual VRs are used for.
Oh, we were talking about the Quest. One of the things that they do on the Quest now is you can download the Quest app, the Oculus app, whatever they call it now, on your desktop. I was playing with it the other day. It's a virtual desktop. So basically you could be sitting in your living room with your VR headset on and controlling your actual computer with your controllers. So like if you wanted to edit a video, or you wanted to like watch some movies or play another game that's not even VR based. So like I could play Forza, for example. I just need my little Xbox controller, of course, but like you could run that game and show it in the display through there and do everything you can see on your normal desktop and more. The only limitation to that is if you're wirelessly doing it, you need to have a Wi-Fi 6 router, and you really need to have some good bandwidth going on, because it transfers a lot of data back and forth. And if you don't have the right network setup, is going to tell you that it's not supported, it's not recommended. It'll give you a little warning and an error when you go to set it up, because it does kind of pre-check for that.
So it's basically like what me and you do for my computer when like you dial in to my computer.
Yeah, remote access.
Yeah, remote access.
It's basically remoting in, and it's got a link directly to it through the software. And it's optimized for latency and everything.
That's cool.
Latency's not that bad.
So y'all hear that, Zookeeper? You can edit your VR video in VR. That's awesome. That's cool. So tell me about the G2 Reverb G2, since you was most excited about that.
I think it's because I haven't actually had hands on with it, and it's basically been more or less a headset that a lot of people kind of kept a little bit of a secret. The quality as far as those two is tit for tat. Most of the features are tit for tat, but it's there's just a few extra tidbits, like the controllers, for example. I think are more appealing to me. I like the Quest 2 controllers. They're not that bad, but I think the feel to certain people, they might prefer one over the other, and comfort for long-term use.
That plays a major part. Weight is definitely factor in. People don't even think about that. They just think they can just put on a VR headset and everything will be cool. But some of the bigger the bigger the headset is, the more it weighs. The smaller frame you are, the more discomfort you feel as time goes on playing VR. That's a lot of things of keepers that people don't put in mind. Like the VR community is so diverse, and it is really kind of scary to get into, because it's a lot of this or that you need to know, because like I said, the Oculus Rift S, you have to use a computer. You have to have a PC with that. So if you don't have the right PC to use it, you basically spent your money for nothing.
Yeah, and like the actual comparison between the two spec for spec, like the G2, it does have a higher resolution, which in my opinion, if you're watching movies or you're watching more like like different RPG games or something that might take more advantage of graphics quality rather than frames per second, that might be the one for you if you get it at the right price too. The refresh rate, on the other hand, is more like I prefer a higher refresh rate. It sacrifices a little image quality because the Quest 2 can go up to 120 hertz, and so like if you're playing like a fast first-person shooter or roller coaster
Call of Duty
simulator, Call of Duty, something where they've got a lot of motion going on, and you're going to spin your head real fast, you're going to experience less of that motion blur and less of that motion sickness with something like the Quest 2 because it's faster. It's got a faster processor. Everything in it is faster.
Then the G2?
Yeah,
Wow.
it really is. Yeah, and the field of view is a little bit better as well. So like you got a just a few other things with it. I mean, it really comes down to tit for tat. It's personal preference at that moment.
Gotcha.
But I don't know, man. They both came out about the same time. Right now on the market, used one of those is about the same as one of these new. So like, it's appealing to me because I like to see my options. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's facts. Because that's a little bit more on the pricey side versus a great introductory price. And like I said, Zookeeper, keep in mind that the Meta Quest 2, you don't need a PC. These other ones that it's got to be PC based, and you got to have the right PC to run these at optimal levels. You can run them. You can scale back all the way down to 720 p, but that's not giving you your money worth what you paid for these, because these are some high end VR. So you have to keep that in mind. So what you feel about the Vive before we wrap this up?
You know, I really don't have personal feelings about it because I never used it, so I really don't want to put too much judgment on it because I've never used it. I do know that Vive kind of got a lot of this stuff started, so with the PC world, Vive and the Oculus were kind of like butt heads with each other, so I don't know. All my experience comes down to my Valve Index and my Quest and my Oculus Quest 1 and the Rift S. Those were my only headsets I've used, so the Vive was kind of something I wanted to try, so we'll play with it and we'll let you know. All
right, Zookeeper. So within 2 weeks, now this is not going to be a week time. So within 2 weeks, I should be getting my index, and we're going to bring y'all one more discussion videos. And from that, we are going to do some unboxing. We're going to do some hooking up, and I'm really going to get in depth on what I recommend for you guys to get. Right now, anything else, Corey?
That's it, man. That's it.
Well, we enjoyed y'all. Keep telling a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Zookeepers, I haven't forgot my roots, so I'm gonna go back and give y'all some more of the video game videos. But like I said, this is new to me. It's exciting to me. Hoping it's exciting to you, Corey. He enlightened my eyes. Like I told y'all last video, he got into my butt because he said I was too smart to be so naive on the subject. So I'm going to keep educating myself on it so I can educate y'all better. Keep liking, subscribe, comment. And all my Zookeeper know as soon as y'all hit me, I hit y'all back. Please go check out my man's channel, CPPC Tech. You hear me?
With a K.
With a K. Tech. CPPC TEK. And I'm your favorite gorilla. I'm being on my chest, and I'm out.